Hi guys, this is your friendly neighborhood yawning cat, and we are here with yet another apartment renovation video. Now, who has 2 thumbs up and missed these kinds of videos? This girl right here. Yeah, as most of my apartment renovations go, I usually make them for Sims that I intend to play in one of my LPs. Occasionally, I just make apartment renovations just because I love apartments. I think apartments are super cool. And even though we can't change like the shape of the walls, we can't really, rebuild, the second floor or whatever. I kind of enjoy working with the constraints of a different space and then just doing something very different with it than I would normally do. So with this apartment, we are making the artist's apartment for our 16 and pregnant LP that will be coming along pretty soon. It's going to be an LP with Devin and Annie from the Single Mom LP. If you haven't watched it, oh my god, I'm gonna link it as a little card up in this video. I'll link the whole playlist so you can check it out and catch up on the events, because that would be super awesome of you. So yeah, Annie has gotten pregnant. We will talk about that more, and we do talk about it more in the final episodes of the Single Mom LP. So, once again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, catch up, man, catch up. This apartment was super cool to make, but at the same time, super difficult. First of all, I don't do a lot of clutter, okay? I am not good with cluttering a place up. I don't know. I like things to like stand straight in an apartment, and I like everything to be sort of clean because that's just the way I like to live. I don't really do overcrowded, cushions on the floor and a lot of like plants. I actually hate plants in real life. Not that I hate them, because I couldn't live without plants in the world, but the thing is, plants, I killed like 2 cacti in my life, okay? A cactus is a plant that you can't really kill. Like, the only way that you can do it is if you overwater it or whatever. The thing is, I overwatered it, so it started to move in the little like pot that it had. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna stop watering it for a little while. So it kind of regained its strength, right? But then I put it in a place where it was really dark. Then I put it near the window, and I had like these old wooden windows in my childhood apartment. So they don't really keep in the warmth, and they don't really keep out the cold. So basically at the end of I don't know how many months process, the cactus turned into jelly, basically. It was all like gelatiny and not gelatiny, like jelly, like jello consistency, okay? But like mushed jello, when you like you have a pot of jello and then you put a spoon in and you like twist it all around, and then it just turns into like this gooey mush. That's basically what my cactus was. I killed the cactus, and that wasn't the only one. I did the same thing to another one. I don't know why people used to think that gifting me plants is a good idea. It's not. But in Sims, I do love the greenery and I do love the plants, and I thought, hey, I feel like Devin, with his own sort of style of living and the sort of, culture that he brings in from his very traditional, Indian, well, not super traditional Indian family, but it's still, like, they still hold on to some Indian traditions, which I will have to read up on just so I can make a very, realistic LP and stuff. So, yeah. I felt like if we mix the new bohemian style of Annie and the Indian background of our beloved Devin, then we would get them being both, them both being musicians and stuff. we would get an apartment that has some boho elements, and it also has just a lot of like paintings and just a lot of culture in it, you know. So I came up with this episode. I came up with this apartment, and yes, I do use a custom content bed, and the end tables that I use are also going to be custom content. And oh my goodness, to decide on a swatch of this bed was probably the most excruciating thing ever, simply because it has way too much color, and I don't like working with when I build and when I furnish things, I don't like working with too many swatches of color, because like I can work with like 4 colors, maybe 5 if like 3 of them are neutral. You know, like mixing in a couple of bright colors into the apartment or the house, but then having like mostly neutral colors and then sort of blending them together. And this apartment is just anything but neutral. It's so colorful. It's okay. I have a problem with dealing with more than 4 colors, because then I just get anxiety, and I'm like, do they fit together? Does it look good? Does it look like it's too much? Is it too bright? Is it too annoying? Like, I literally go through an anxiety attack. I'm not kidding. I actually do get anxiety attacks. I do have anxiety, but like, it's like a mild anxiety attack when I start dealing with different colors. It's not a joke. I literally went through you'll see it in the video. I think I go back to the bed so many times. Then I also try to pick the couch from the movie stuff pack. I try to pick its swatch, and that just takes forever, man. It just takes forever. But at the end, I got a sense that this apartment is really stylish, and it's really, really cool. It will fit into the budget that that Annie and Devin will get as they start off, because there's usually like an amount, I think it's like 22,000 simoleons or something like that they get when you create a new household of 2 sims. And I think this will fit in. If anything, I mean, we do have Annie's, you know, bags of cash and stuff, and I will definitely delete 1 bag of cash from her inventory, just so, you know, they would be able to live here. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It would be a little bit too fancy for them to just get an apartment like this without giving away some of Annie's money. And I feel like, as this is, you know, like sort of her like college fund and like future fund, it would make sense for her to give up a little bit of that money just so she could live in this apartment with Devin. So, and I just saw that chair, and I think I will probably want to add it to the apartment because it looks so cool, you know? So yeah, this apartment was really fun, but also, like I said, a mild anxiety attack while I was doing it. Also, this isn't me making fun of anxiety. I do have it. I am a very anxious person. I'm also really neurotic and in some situations paranoid. Basically, psychologists, welcome to my life. Would you like to study me? Anyway, I really liked it. I liked that it was a challenge, and I also liked the general vibe of it, you know, because this is located in the Spice District. So I was like, you know what, this is the Spice District. This isn't some fancy uptown. This isn't some fashion district. You know what I'm saying? This isn't the type of apartment that is going to be, you know, fancy, dandy, minimalistic, and modern and stuff. No, this is gonna channel the essence of culture in San Myshuno and the essence of culture in the backgrounds of Annie and Devin. You know, Annie is part, I'm just gonna say Spanish because I don't know how to define ethnicities, simply because I don't deal with it, and in Lithuanian we don't really deal with like multiple ethnicities, so it's really, sorry, that was my cup of coffee. So it's really difficult for me to do that. So she does, you know, some of her family, part of her family has a Spanish background. She also has a Chinese background, so she's mixed race. Then we go to Devin, who is Indian, but his father was a Caucasian. Obviously, he had to live with his single mom because his father was just that sort of guy that didn't take family really seriously, and once things got too rough and they got a little bit too difficult, he was like, you know what, I'm out, I'm not coming back, bye, see you later, see you never. So that brings us to the fact that Devin is moving in here with Annie because he doesn't want to be like his father, you know. This is the sort of history story that we have heard many times before, you know, a son that does not want to become like his deadbeat father. And in this case, it applies. I definitely feel like Devin is the sort of guy that will stick with Annie, even though getting, you know, a child at 16 wasn't at all in his plans. And he didn't necessarily want things to move this fast with Annie, like, you know, moving in and raising a child together and everything. But he's adapting to the situation. He's trying to take responsibility for his actions and for the choice to, you know, to engage in woohoo with Annie. And of course, you know, the condom broke, so it's only 98% proof, guys. That's what it says on the packaging. So just so you know, it's still better to use one than to go in without one. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, this apartment is really cool. It's really cute. I don't know if I will leave all of the items here when they do move in. Maybe I will. I'm just pretty sure that I won't be buying anything else for the apartment. Well, obviously, you know, we will be using Annie's and Devin's money to furnish the kids' room, because I felt like it would be sort of unfair if they got everything in the apartment. You know what I'm saying? So the room that, you know, the spare room is going to be the kids' room, and they will furnish it with their own funds. For more ideas on what's going to be happening to 16 and Pregnant, wait for the, or watch the, I don't know the, when I'll be posting this video and whether the cast video is going to come out sooner than that, but check out the cast video, well, not the cast video, but like the, well, it is going to be a cast video, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Check out the video where I give Annie and Devin a little makeover. I'm thinking I won't give Devin too big of a makeover, just because, like, he has his own style and it's pretty much defined. So, yeah, wait for that episode, check it out, and you will get to hear more about what happens with that LP. And also, check out the one, like, the episode that precedes the, what's it called? The episode of, the slideshow of the Single Mom LP. So, check out the preceding episode where we talk about how the family dealt with the news of Annie being pregnant and everything. So basically, catch up before 16 and Pregnant start. Obviously, you don't have to. It's not like I will be referencing a bunch of stuff. There's, you know, not a lot to reference, you know, only her entire childhood and stuff. But I won't be referencing too much of Single Mom, so it's not like your watching 16 and Pregnant will be impossible if you don't know what happened in Single Mom. But I would advise it, just because then you would get like a better connection to the characters. So yeah, do that. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video. I will stop rambling because I literally cannot focus on anything right now. I'm just looking at the video and I'm like, it's so pretty, it's so cluttered. Did I really do it justice? So if you think that, you know, whatever you think about this episode, write it down in the comment section down below. If you like this video, then click the like button and let me know. And if you're watching this and you're not yet a member of the fam, then do join in, because we have a lot of fun here together, and subscribe to my channel. So I want to thank you guys yet again for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!